So in the other video, I said we just did a storage unit, and we did, and those videos will be out on the Bearded Thrift Machine very soon, but I cannot wait to show you all what we pulled out of this thing. Kayla's gonna redo the like the seating on some of this, or the padding, or the fabric, or whatever it is you call it. But check this thing out we got out of here. Now it will be for sale, but I'm gonna put it up for like 2,000 bucks. And if it doesn't ever sell, I'm not too upset about it. Check this out. It's a little gaming table. Check this out. How cool is this? And you got the little butler dog over here. Hold your little drinks when you're playing games. Super neat. It's actually from a pretty high-end company. I forget actually how this works. I think there's maybe one over here. No. Where did... The company is right there, called like Lloyd something. Buxton. Check it out. And it is in super good condition. There's only one scratch on it. And we play checkers and chess. And then this thing opens up. Check this out. Somehow it opens. There you go. It slides open. And then you get like backgammon and everything like that. I actually like playing backgammon. And I like playing checkers and chess. But we need, I think, maybe like something else. Maybe like a little table over there. This I would like some sort of vintage fabric on. Kayla will probably get involved in that because I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And the seats also came out of there. Look how awesome these nice old wooden chairs are. Matches this pretty good. I don't know where else to put it, to be honest with you. I mean, you could play in the closet, but I don't think there's enough room in there. But it looks pretty good over there. I mean, it's a little thing. We'll maybe get like a little table back here, or maybe like a lamp that can pull over here. I don't know. Kayla is the interior designer. I just think it's cool sitting up here. It will be for sale though, 100%. I'll put that on eBay for local pickup only, and also on Facebook Marketplace. After she does the seats, I'll clean it off really well, and if it never sells, I just think it's super, super cool. Eventually, I think we will be putting a TV there, and all Mr. Gigantic Head will be going up there probably. But this room is coming together, but I just wanted to show you that because I think it's really neat. Kayla also did find 2 other chairs that we're actually using in the house, and some also pictures that she found in that storage unit. The storage unit was really cool. One of the better storage units that we've ever done. Obviously, the Millionaire Locker is hard to beat, but this one is going to be up there as one of the better ones. But can I get anybody to play a game of checkers with me? Welcome to another beautiful day in the backyard. So the gaming table, I think you saw in the last clip, we played our first checkers match. Don't tell Kayla, but I whooped her. I whooped her in checkers. It's already going on, I think, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. We've been up super early shooting video for the Bearded Thrift Machine in the backyard. And what we have to do right now is actually clean up, because this is the aftermath of doing these storage units. We only show, like on that channel, just going through stuff, but the cleanup afterwards is pretty intense. So check it out. If you've been watching, I don't think you've seen that channel yet. We got Daniel the deer. He's our new mascot, because I couldn't, I can't sell him. It's illegal to sell him. Then we didn't want to actually get rid of him. So now he's kind of hanging around, you know what I'm saying? But check this mess out right here. This is all the stuff we just went through. This is a smoking good unit for sure. Then we have everything in there that we just went through. And then actually in this one, these videos on that channel is probably gonna be coming out in about a week. I have to edit a good bit of them. And so far, I think we've shot over 8 hours of film back here on this one unit. It's been that good. And all that in here is some really good furniture, some vintage and antique furniture that we found. We're gonna get it out of there as fast as possible to put up in a climate control, but right now we don't have the space. We're running out of space very quickly with stuff. But that's why we bought this property, is that Kayla and I can start brainstorming on exactly what we wanna do to back in here, because back here in this area is kind of like a wasted space. We don't wanna mess around with the gazebo area or anything like that, because that's where we're gonna hang out during the summertime. You know, if we're grilling out or we're doing stuff back here, then that's not too bad. But back here is like this big open spot where I don't know if we can store our trailers, if we can put some sort of other type of structure back here, but take a look. So back here is absolutely nothing. And I think it's like wasted space back here. It's a big buffer between us and the neighbors and everything, but there's just a big spot back here. So we don't know. And in that far left corner, we were told that it doesn't flood, but it stays kind of wet over there. So we don't want to put any type of structure over there and it be like wet. So I don't know really what we're gonna do. And we don't want to get rid of these trees because they have shade, and we're gonna need shade during the summertime. So we're just kind of brainstorming where we can put another structure on this place without messing up like the flow of what we're doing. Because as you can tell, we don't have much room over there. This right here is perfect for what we do about turning the big trailers around and then parking the trailer next to the dumpster. Maybe we'll elongate that. We don't know. Talking about trailers though, we are gonna try to go get another trailer today. And the reason why is right now we cannot buy any more storage units because we can't get them here, right? Because we still have a really good storage unit in one of the trailers, another trailer is full of furniture, and we don't have any buying power. So right now what we need to do is go pick up another, probably, I want to do 7x16, but Kayla wants to stay with the 7x14. A 7x14 trailer, that big boy right there, she will handle a 10x10 stacked to the roof, no problem. You can get a 10x10 in here. 10x15 will not fit in this trailer, but then again, I don't think a 10x15 will fit in a 7x16. It only gives you 2 more feet one way, and a 10x15 is 5 more feet. So I don't think we'd have to move all the way up to like a 20-foot trailer, and that truck would pull it, but we probably, I'm not that good of a driver, is what I'm saying, when it comes to these big trailers. So we'll probably just stay with a 7x14. If we need to bring 2 of them to 1, that's what we'll do. But right now, we cannot be where we can't buy a storage unit. Say if a really good one pops up that I want to buy or Kayla wants to buy, we can't buy it. We'd have to rent it, which would cost us more money. Each time you rent one, it's usually $300 to $400, no matter what type of deal. So we'll just go ahead and, I mean, you could rent a U-Haul though, right? You could just say, why don't you rent a U-Haul? Well, then you have a U-Haul trailer sitting here, and that also accrues money. So we'll just go ahead and probably purchase another trailer. This one right here, I think we got at Forest River. We got it from a person down in Surfside or Murrells Inlet area, and this is a good trailer. It's got a 3,500 pound axle, so 7,000 pound trailer. We don't ever get near 7,000 pounds actually towing on this thing, and so what we're gonna do is probably buy the same grade trailer. You can buy these trailers. This trailer I think was like 5,000, 6,000 bucks. You can buy one of these trailers with big, thick, heavy duty axles that are like 10 to 15,000 bucks. We don't need anything like that. We also like the thinner trailers, not those 8-foot ones that we can put like a car in, because eventually we'll probably get a car hauler, just so we can put other things. Maybe we get a tractor, you can move the tractor around on that trailer. So if you can't tell, I really like tractors. But enough chatting about that. We have to clean all this stuff up. And I thought I would tell you how our eBay sales are. They are non-existent. Non-existent. The eBay has never been this slow, probably in a really long time. Most of it could be my fault. We have not listed properly on eBay. We have been busy with this unit actually. The other day we were out here, like I said, probably 5 or 6 hours and an additional 3 hours of cleaning up time. So, and we're dropping more videos on this channel, and we're doing more Whatnot shows because we are sponsored by them and have to do a certain amount in a certain amount of time. So we want to make sure all that was done. Soon I will start listing on eBay. There's a lot of eBay worthy stuff in this locker that I'll be listing on eBay, but some also will go to Whatnot. So this video right here, I'm telling y'all, y'all are gonna love it. It's absolutely awesome. But enough chatting, let me clean this up. And I thought Daniel would end up helping me out or something, but he hasn't helped out any. But you got a good looking hat. When I walked out today in the morning getting everything ready, got the cub out and everything like that, still using it for business, and we just haven't bought a golf cart yet. We just got to find one and buy one. We're looking for one that's cheap that I can maybe fix up and you know, have some fun with it and everything, but use it for business use. We had 2 box turtles and they have scurried away somewhere, I think. I also got to cut the grass. We don't like the grass getting super high where we can't see snakes, because we have seen multiple snake skins in here where they're shedding their skin. So we want to make sure that Willow's nice and safe running around, because you know her, she loves her backyard. But I don't see the box turtles. I was going to show y'all, but they have disappeared probably somewhere. And there's 2 of them. I haven't seen a box turtle in 20 years. You don't really have those at the beach. You have like snapping turtles and stuff that come up out of the water. But I haven't seen a box turtle in forever, so it was a little pleasant surprise this morning. Kayla says the turtles cannot have gone far that fast. I told her they were gone. She does not believe me. They were... I know. He was hanging out here for... Yeah. We've only been gone 4 minutes. He ran. Sometimes I think they get up under these trees and bury themselves, I think, in like a turtle den. Is that poison ivy? Oh man, I'm so allergic to poison ivy. I just look at it and I'm already starting to itch. I'm starting to itch, so I think that is poison ivy. I wish I wasn't. Some people aren't. Yeah, he's gone. Hey, somebody's got to cut this grass. Getting high back here.
Have to call the grass cutter.
Have to call it. Oh, cub.
Bing, bing.
Hello?
I need a grass cut.
I think he was answering your phone call. We have found one turtle. Where?
His head popping up.
His head popping up. Where? That's a snake.
No, that's a turtle.
Oh, it is a turtle. I thought that was a snake. There he is right there. Yep, there's a shell. That's a mean looking one.
Yeah.
Look at him eyeballing us. Calm it down, turtle. Where's your friend? Your other friend was nicer. That actually does look like a snake though.
It does look like a snake.
So they live back in here. They have like a little turtle den. He said it's too hot. I was like, man, I'm getting that warm. So, all right, well, there's your turtle friend.
You're right, they do get like underneath the...
Yeah, box turtles, that's what box turtles do. I used to catch them when I was in Maryland as a kid. And we used to put them in the pens in the backyard. They also dig. They can dig out of pens. I know that because they would leave me. So at a yard sale the other day, we actually found hummingbird feeders for what, 50 cents? Maybe 50 cents to $1. And we had 2 more of these little, what are they called? Shepherd's hooks or something like that. And Kayla believes that the hummingbirds would rather drink their sugar water in the shade than in the sun, which is probably true. I mean, who likes to drink in the hot heat? So we put them in the shade over here. We still will be able to see it. Like, this is where we're at here. That's where our living room is right there. So if there are hummingbirds, we might be able to see them way over here. Not 100%. We're gonna fill them up and see if we get hummingbirds. I don't know if it's hummingbird season. It is? Oh, so we'll fill up and see if we get any. All right, we got our sugar water in there. Check it out. This one's working really well. And we read that the red stuff wasn't good. Don't put red dye in it. So it's just sugar water. We're gonna go ahead and see if they come and drink their little sugar water. I think right now we're actually gonna go see if we can get a trailer, go look trailer shopping, and then we're gonna go get Willow dog bones or something because she's out of treats. So before heading out and looking at the old trailer, Kelly came in and we got both of these out of the unit that we just did. Also these canisters we got out. She said, I think I'll keep them. I come in here, boom, they already got sugar and tea in them. We didn't
get the plants out of it.
No, we got the rest of the stuff. Yeah, the plants weren't in there. They would be dead. But she put these little sea glass things in here, and she says that the roots will grow through the sea glass and make it look super cool. And then this one right here also. But you also got the containers. This came out of that unit too, right?
That container, yeah.
Yep. So that ain't too shabby looking. Soon we're hopefully going to sell plants. We just have to register as a plant salesman because that's how the world works. All right, we're at the trailer place here. See what we're working with here. Got a nice wood grain guy down here. What is this we're working with? Quality Cargo, LLC. The old wood grain. Isn't that too fancy looking?
Well, it's the only one that's like...
Yeah. Their trailer braking system's a little different. What do y'all think about the wood grain? Kayla's saying she likes it because it looks more like a building and it kind of blend in the backyard so it doesn't look like we have a ton of trailers out there. I like it too, and also we could use it for meet and greets. And maybe we could mark this one up because why? You know what I'm saying? With like Bearded Thrift on the side or something as a wrap, and you already have this really cool old school wood grain like a thrift store almost.
Now is this metal?
Yeah, no, that's something, it won't ever fade. Yeah, that's like printed on there. It's not a wrap or anything like that.
No, I was saying like if we got like a
magnet. No, magnet wouldn't work. No.
Maybe if we got like a vinyl, like a sticker, like that sticks but doesn't stick.
Could be,
so
yeah.
That way we could take it off.
Oh, I don't know.
Put it on, you know what I mean?
It's 2 foot bigger. I mean, I like it. Look at that thing over there. Somebody's getting themselves a she shed. I don't know. Let's go in there and talk to him, see what we can do. All right, y'all. I'm really liking the bad boy thing here. It's got this. Doesn't have forks, though. We got to see if we're allowed to get forks for it. They're not cheap. They're not cheap at all. This thing's like 16,000 bucks. This big boy right here, or bad boy, is $25,000, and they kind of go up from there. But I'm telling you right now, that ain't too shabby. This thing's got things you lay down on it and just boop. Stabilizer. So how do you like your new trailer? It kind of matches all the wood here.
I like it.
So we did get that from, we're actually getting a permanent tag for it. That'll be in about a couple weeks, but we got it from Ori Auto and Trailer right here in Loris. Good people. Super nice. We didn't ask, how do they turn on? Now this is from Quality Cargo, I would assume is the name brand of it. The other ones, we have 2 Forest Rivers. I think they're about the same build quality, correct? Oh man. Danger, heavy door, stand clear. All right, we'll go ahead and put that down. Oh, that door is actually way thicker than the other one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually sitting up on this, so we'll walk right here. Does it have an actual light? Okay, so maybe that turns them on. It's not hooked up to the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me hook it up to the truck to see if they work. I got nothing. I got nothing. Maybe you do. What do I know? It's only the 3rd trailer I've ever owned in my life. Let's turn the truck on. See if that helps. All right, we got the truck on now. We got her plugged up. Let's see if we have any working lights. Still nothing working. Huh. Well, how do y'all work? Because all these should be running lights, which would look amazing at the nighttime, but none of the inside stuff's working. So we can't get the lights to work, but I don't think that's a really big deal. I'm sure it's something small or either something we're doing wrong. When we go get the tag, we'll go ahead and ask them how to get those to work, because it would be nice to have those backlights working, although we don't do this at nighttime. Maybe we will one day. And we did get the bigger one. We said we weren't going to get a 16-footer, but I think that was a good choice. Yeah, and the first thing I did when I was coming out of there is I hit a curb immediately just to scratch the rims. So now that they're scratched, it's now a used trailer and we are good to go. Does it look like the Forest one is taller or same size? Doesn't that one look taller over there? They're good looking trailers though. Also, we got this, we didn't turn the truck off, just wasting fossil fuels, and we ain't got none in here. The reason why we got it, was we were really thinking, we'll have to get these stickers off later on too, is to film in front of this and go ahead and really take it to places, because this is super nice looking. I actually like the wood grain. You were right. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and it's not like an eyesore back here, like you said, because it really does look like a shed. Yeah. Like I kind of wish the other one looked like that now, right? Because it looks like, let's get back here and take a look at it. And again, this is the last enclosed trailer that we'll probably ever buy, unless one of these obviously go up or something like that. But that really looks like a shed. That is super, super cool. It is less of an eyesore. Like that gray one over there looks like a trailer. This one over here looks, I do like those. See how that one has center caps on it? This one does not have center caps.
Yeah, but I like the black.
You like the all black look with the truck? It looks good too. The truck and trailer together look pretty good. But enough about that. I think we're heading up to our favorite spot, Allsbrooks, to pick up willow stuff and my tomatoes, and maybe some, what? I was gonna say chocolate covered pretzels. We are back at the house. We actually have some boxes delivered to the front door, which is nice. And we're gonna show you the spread that we get at Allsbrooks. Kayla did not get any flowers. I'm really surprised because the flower truck was even there. And well, we did try to buy some tomato plants, but they weren't for sale, because they said, listen, if you buy our tomato plants, you won't come back and buy our tomatoes, because we love their tomatoes. So we're gonna go in there, see that, go pick up the boxes, and we might even get the cub out later on to cut the grass. The place we go is little Allsbrooks. Is a little farm up the street. We got some fresh eggs. These don't have to be refrigerated. They can stay out here because they don't wash them. Once you wash them, you gotta put them in the refrigerator. So they'll stay out for probably not long, because we love to eat eggs in the morning. Strawberries, fresh picked strawberries. And you do this thing where you like soak them, right? And then you soak them in vinegar, then you put them in the refrigerator and then put a little bit of sugar on them, and that is delicious. I always talk about my local honey. I'm telling you, this is why I don't get allergies. I eat a ton of local honey. One day I want honeybees in the backyard. I think I've talked you into that's a good idea. They're self-sufficient, and they can pollinate more of your flowers because they'll be floating around making honey. Obviously, tomatoes, super good for you. I actually just eat these, just cut them up and eat them at nighttime for snacks. Boiled peanuts, which are delicious. Little snacks here. And Willow loves these. No wheat peanut butter cookies. And this one right here is crispy peanut butter. And she's like, I've been waiting for these all my life. Mom, I love them. She said, oh, that's real nice. That is delicious.
It's not very neat.
I would like another one. Just one more, Mom. Oh, that's even better. Thank you. In the eBay barn, check it out. It's been 3 or 4 days, probably actually more than that, since we plugged these holes up. That one still has a plug in it. That one still has a plug in it. No more sawdust and no more actual carpenter bees trapped. And I think that was because I treated all this with that stuff that I got from Amazon. Worked like a charm. I mean, we are good to go when it goes with that. And somebody was asking about the carport. Dad and I are gonna do some major work on this carport to make it kind of hurricane ready. We need to probably get some straps where it goes to the ground, weld some stuff up. It's not a bad carport, but I can tell you right now, in a high wind situation, we want that thing to be a little bit better anchored to the ground. And when we do that, we might replace some of the wood, but the structure itself on that is actually metal. It's just steel. The wood is only helping, I think, some of the roof or something like that. So it's not, the structure itself is metal. The wood we can replace with no big deal. Check out the fleet of trailers we have back here. We got the big gray one. We have the one that blends in back there. Check that thing out. That thing is blending in. And also the little guy in the middle. All right, again, using the Cub for business purposes. Gotta get something else here. We were up at this place actually, and they do sell like, I forget, not like razors, but those side-by-sides. I think they're a little bit too big for this property. We need something smaller. So they did have a gas-powered golf cart that looked pretty good that we might actually get, or something we can pull like a trailer and do business stuff. But we really got to think about what we want to do here, because we don't want to ruin anything and then have to tear it back out and redo everything. But first, what I want to do is, because this is driving me insane, is see how tall this trailer is. All right, this one is 7 foot, okay, 89 inches. It is 89 inches from the top to the bottom. Now, this gray one looks way bigger, taller wise. I don't know if it's like an optical illusion or something like that. Let's see what this one is. It is 84 inches. So 89, 84, what is that? Just only 5 inches bigger. So it must be the trim, actually, but not the inside of it. Yeah, I think that one has a trim piece that this one doesn't or something. That one just looks way taller. I really think it's because Kayla was 100% right. I don't know why I ever doubt that woman, because she's actually way smarter than I am. I think it just blends in better. This thing looks like an Airbnb or something in the backyard now, rather than a trailer. It is super good, but because it looks so good, I don't like stickers on stuff. I don't know if anybody else is like that. So I tore all the stickers off the back, but it has all the sticky stuff still on it, like right there. I'm gonna get that danger thing off of there. And this one had the eagle. See how sticky it is? We're gonna see if Goo Gone works and get that off of there, because there is also one up here that we wanna get rid of, which is up there. Quality Cargo, LLC, Bald Eagle. Listen, cool logo, cool name. I don't like it on the trailer, so we're gonna go ahead. Put this, Kayla told me, watch out. Oh yeah, who remembers when I picked up the old Cletus hat and found it at the Goodwill? This, we're a big fan of Cletus. We watch him all the time. But this is my new Cub hat. So I got the old Cub, the old Cletus hat, but let's go ahead and see if this thing works. Now Kayla told me, do a small spot, because sometimes this ruins things. So I'll do a small spot back here, see what happens. It's not ruining it. Yeah, it's coming off for sure. It's just gonna take a while. All right, well, I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me clean the back of the trailer, so I'll just cut to when I'm done. All right, so we got most of it off, but the whole trailer really needs to be cleaned. It's much dirtier than it actually appears. It appears to be super shiny and everything, but we'll go ahead and just clean it up a little bit. I do have a nice little power washer that I kind of use for things like this, and we'll probably use that. But overall, this thing is still looking really, really cool, but it's looking really, really clean. I got most of the stuff off with the Goo Gone. The rest of it, honestly, I'll get it at a later time, because it is, you can still see it up there a little bit, but it's not horrible. And this side right here, super shiny, looking good. But right now, what I'm gonna do is go ahead, unhook this little trailer, mow the lawn, because these weeds are absolutely ridiculous, and we'll go ahead and get that done. And then hopefully something might sell on eBay. I really don't know. We haven't had, like I said, any sales in the last day or two. Haven't really listed a lot because we've been working a lot on this storage unit. So we did find a lot of stuff, good stuff to list. So we'll go ahead and get that done. I'd like to get a couple things also up on Facebook Marketplace that we found also. So all that stuff needs to happen. And maybe soon we'll also find a cool golf cart to pick up, because this is actually full. This is now empty. Whoa, I ain't used to having a big brim hat. This one's empty now. So we have a lot more ability to buy stuff. And that's what this whole thing comes down to, is being ready to buy. And that's where this was really coming into play, is that people are probably like, dude, you already have 2 trailers. Why have a third one? Well, I was talking to my dad, and he now we have the ability that he can pull a trailer, I can pull a trailer, and even Kayla can pull a trailer in the Jeep with that little guy. I do need to go ahead, put her stuff on, like her brake kit or whatever, and some other stuff that has to do with the lights. That's not a big deal. Another good thing, obviously, I don't know if all trailers take the same tires, but all these take the same tires, which is nice. But right now we have a lot more ability to buy, and that's where it comes down to. It's like, why this is all we can probably handle. There's no reason to have a 4th trailer or anything like that. We might upgrade the little trailer to maybe one slightly bigger than that, but not another 7x16 or 7x14. But that one does just as good for anything. I think I can actually probably fit the Cub in there, which would be important if we needed that. But other than that, the only other trailer we would pick up would be a car hauler, which for the Mustang, or if we're getting into like the, buying a tractor or anything like that. But that's well in the future. But that's why we have this more buying power and the ability to buy whenever we need. Like I said, right now we're kind of stuck. Now we could rent. Again, you could rent the unit, but that's more money. That's why we have this property, is we want everything on this property that we can bring stuff in and good to go. But that's why we bought it. I think it's a good investment in the business. Like I said, that trailer, actually the second storage unit that trailer ever picked up was the Millionaire Locker, and it paid for itself tenfold from that one pickup. So maybe this trailer will do the same. Even if it doesn't, throughout like the course of 6 months, this trailer will more than itself pay for itself. But enough about trailers. That's the new addition to the Bearded Thrift Machine Corporation, the old wood cabin. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on the Cub, cut the grass, wear the old brim hat here, and have a good time. Cub is looking all nice and clean. Washed her off, got the trailer hooked back up. Kayla's up there weed eating. I definitely missed a spot right there next to that stump, but that's not too bad. Again, it takes about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit faster now that I kind of know my route around the place to do the backyard. The front yard only takes like 30 minutes, if that, because really we don't have a lot of yard in the front yard. A lot of it is like landscaping. Look at old Kayla over there just getting at it with the weed eater. We're gonna go ahead and put the Cub away, and most likely we have to spray some more stuff, obviously, back here, because we still got some weeds. Boxes did come in from the USPS. This is not near all of them. There are a whole bunch more, and we're gonna put those upstairs and get those put away in the box area. And then we're gonna have to do a U-line order. The thing is that I don't know how U-line is going to drop the pallet off. I have a feeling that they're going to drop it off on the road or something, because an 18-wheeler can't fit back in there. So I don't know how that's really going to work. There's really nothing new in the eBay barn. Go ahead and get the electrician here. We are a go with that, so I'm going to go ahead and email him today. Hopefully get that done. I do have to put this fan together that I bought. I might actually do that now. I thought the fan was going to be much bigger than this. I measured 42 inches, and I was like, that's probably pretty good. But it looks kind of little, and it's going to go up here and everything. And I made sure I got an outside fan that can be angled and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead. Actually, I might as well go ahead and put this bad boy together today, get her done, because then we can call him. He'll be ready to roll on. So I'm thinking we could have definitely had a bigger fan, right? I don't know. Maybe.
I think that'll be big enough.
Man, my measuring skills must be terribly off. I mean, that is pretty small, isn't it? Huh. I thought they said it was 42 inches. Is that 42 inches?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we'll put it up. If we don't like it, we'll get a bigger one. Also, I just noticed this is pretty low, so that's going to have to be pretty high. I don't know if you can put a fan out here. Do you see what I'm saying? Because unless it's way over here, which is going to be no good, we kind of wanted it like in the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, without the fan hitting the blade, because it's like this, it has to be further down. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking if you're kind of tall, watch out, this thing will get you. So, but other than that, that ain't too shabby. So this was the last piece. We'll go ahead and call the, this is kind of cheaply made. I think, and it wasn't that cheap. I think it was like $100. Look at it, it's all, I like it kind of looks like an airplane. You know what I'm saying? Or we just hang it on the wall as decoration if we don't like it. We don't have anything to pull. We haven't sold nothing on eBay in like 2 days. Like I said, we just haven't listed a whole bunch of stuff. We're working on some major content on the Bearded Thrift Machine. And was that, did I just see a carpenter bee? We haven't seen any since I sprayed. Oh, there's a wasp right there. Them wasps. This is how you take care of wasps. It's the old bug assault. Oh, it's out. That wasp is the luckiest. That's not how you do it. All right, let me retake, get the O2 back in here, and then get that wasp.
You can't even see that trailer back there. It just looks like a building. We're gonna have to wrap this one in wood to match that, and this little tiny black one. He's telling his friends, hey, guess what? I got away.
So I gotta figure out, maybe I have to call bug assault. You can hear one of the O-rings, I think, is going up on it. That's sad. That is sad. I don't know who's cutting that grass, but it is looking good.
It is looking good. I was just telling him about the 3 buildings that we're gonna have.
So we're actually sitting here and you can hear, I thought all the bees were dead, and you guys are probably like, stop with the bee content. Listen, it's crazy.
Let me see.
Yeah, you can see them. You can hear them just straight up eating everything. What you do is you take this, there's a bee hole right here. There's a bee hole right here. Time up in my beard. Yeah, this stuff is don't let me fall now.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it just fell in my arm. Oh jeez. How did your husband hurt himself?
Killing bees.
Killing bees.
Killing bees. All right. Now I'll have to probably get a better. We're gonna cook. What were we cooking tonight? Steak.
Steak.
We're cooking steak. Good night. Here I thought I had won the battle. I lost the war.
Oh my goodness. They're multiplying. Are you sure that that's not? And there's a wasp nest.
Okay. And the wasp is there. Got you. You feel lucky? Do ya? Punk.
But the wasp nest is still up there. It's like a horror movie.
I think my neighbors probably think I'm insane. They don't wave to me anymore out here in Loris. They said, who's that city slicker in the backyard always screaming? Well, it's me. So in the little garage, we haven't done nothing in here yet when it comes to really anything other than putting stuff in here. And as you can tell, we have a lot of stuff from that last storage unit. That's why Kayla and I are really kicking around the idea of what exactly to do with this space. This does need to be concrete, like we said before. And then I'm thinking we might just turn this more into a workspace. But all this actually has to be gone through. It's all good stuff too. All going to be sellable stuff for eBay, whatnot, and all types of stuff. But there was something I wanted to look at that we found today, and there it is right here. Go ahead and get this out. And it is some old school chess pieces, replica, 11th century. Okay, so it is replicas, which is fine. That's no big deal. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this upstairs in the game room. And then Kayla and I can play chess and checkers together. Like I said, I did beat her in checkers the first time. I think we're going to play tonight after dinner. We're going to have steaks tonight with the with some potatoes, I think, and we're going to do it up on the little grill. So kind of a hangout type of day. We, not really, because we definitely worked hard in the beginning to get more video. We might list some stuff on eBay, but I don't know if I get around to it today. And then picked up the trailer. That was the biggest thing today, was picking up the trailer and just getting that done, because we really want to get another one. And it's so crazy because a couple years ago, buying that small trailer was such a big feat for us. And we just, a little bit at a time, have been growing this company over the last 5 years. And I think, again, we'll have so many more years ahead of us. And we're looking ahead on, that's why we bought the wood grain. I think it's going to look better with our name on the side of it. Better when it comes to filming and pictures in front of it, rather than just like a gray blank or like a white or even a black, because that looks dirty sometimes if it gets dirty on the road. And maybe we do big meet and greets. Maybe we sell merch out the back of that thing. Our ideas are 5 years ahead of us, so that's why we're buying the equipment now to make that happen. And just, if you're building a business, do it one little piece at a time. And what we've learned so far is fast money ain't good money, because that's a story in itself about content. It's just long story on that. I don't think I've ever told the story. I don't know if I ever will, about a company. But fast money ain't good money, because I would have been out a ton of money if I would have went with them. And also just getting stuff a little bit at a time, but thinking ahead on where you want to be at. Buy what you can afford, obviously, and don't go in a lot of debt. We don't like debt. We buy cash for all this stuff. But like, we're thinking ahead. We're thinking 2 to 3 years down the line. If we go on the road and everything, when that trailer will look better, and it's bigger too. We can put more merch in it if we wanted to. So that's kind of what we're thinking about. Now, we're going to use it a ton. It's going to be broken in by picking up a ton of storage units and being filmed out of and everything like that. And our big idea is like putting our name on the side of it, and that would be our flashy trailer. The gray one will be the workhorse, and the little guy will always be the original. If you all remember, we took him, the little guy, the 127 with the Tahoe. Who remembers the white Tahoe? And that's what blew up basically the transmission in the Tahoe, was that we were driving, the transmission temperature was piping hot. You could fry an egg on the top of it, and luckily the Lord sent us some rain, and it cooled actually the transmission just enough that we could get there. And then, but ever since that, the transmission on that vehicle was shot, and that's what we end up actually donating it and giving it away. It just needed a lot more work. But the truck itself, the Dodge, we had a couple comments about the Dodge is going to get 4 miles to the gallon. That is true. Pulling these trailers, the Dodge gets around 5 to 8 miles to the gallon, especially on longer hauls when you're doing 60 to 70 miles an hour. And eventually, we would probably go ahead and get a diesel, but that's way down the line. I think that Dodge has got a lot more miles in it. It's only got 127,000 or 129,000 miles, and I think it can go on for at least 250 to 300,000. Then after that, we'll think about getting a bigger truck. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and see what these chess pieces look like. I don't even know if we have all the chess pieces. And the last time I put up a chessboard has probably been 10 years ago. I used to play chess on the computer back in the day when that's the only game that came on computers. But Willow, I think, is ready for her walk in the afternoon. I think Kayla's going to do that. I'm going to go put these chess pieces up. Kayla in here has been chefing it up lately. You made delicious chicken last night in this pot that we picked it up from a yard sale. And look at these steaks. These are actually local steaks, right? Mm-hmm. That we picked up from the farm down the street from us. They say they're local. We've never had them. They look really, really good. We'll obviously like split them and maybe do some steaks and eggs in the morning tomorrow. And because we got those farm fresh eggs. We don't have our chickens yet. That will happen sooner or later, but them things look good. We'll put them on the grill here in a little bit. They look delicious. Oh, what type of seasoning are you using?
I'm using Dano's seasoning. Yum, yum, get you some.
Yum, yum, get you some.
We are not sponsored.
We are not sponsored, but it sounds awesome and it rhymes, so I feel like we had to say that out loud. They look super good. We'll go ahead and throw them, let them rest at room temperature for a little bit, then throw them outside on the grill. We'll watch Willow to make sure she doesn't get one. She's already over there just smelling it. Look at her, look. The steaks, and there's Willow, just waiting for one to jump off of there. She's like, hey, let me see a steak. Up here and see if this chess pieces work, and we'll, maybe later on I can talk Kayla into playing chess with me. See what we're working with here and see if I remember how the chess pieces go. Kayla is gonna obviously redo the chairs. Haven't done that yet, but we will get that done. You got the old dog chilling there. And also I'm thinking about in the area, because really all this is work purposes, but I'm thinking somewhere in this room, we were thinking a pool table. I don't think there's enough room for a pool table in here. We'll have to measure that out. But if we can't get one, How cool would it be to be a pinball machine up here? Or like a vintage arcade game would be super cool to have up here. I don't know if I get any work done. Pinball machine, I think I'd play a lot. The arcade game, I'd probably play a lot. Pool, I would definitely play a lot. This obviously, like I said before, is up for sale and will be up for sale. Let's go ahead and set these pawns up. I think it's supposed to be 8 pawns. All right, we got all the pawns. This, I think, is the rook. I forget where the rook goes. I think the rook goes here. And there's another rook. And these might be the bishops. No. These are the bishops right here, because you can tell by the way that they are. So I think the bishops go here, like this. And then you have the knights that go here. Now, the one that I'm definitely not going to get right, and I'll have to look up, is going to be the king and queen. This one's the king. This one's the queen. And we'll have to see exactly which way they go, because I know 100% that. I got a 50-50 chance is what I'm saying, folks, and I don't know. On the other side, we'll go ahead and put these up. I actually really like chess. I mean, it's a fun game. It's a game of strategy and thinking ahead, as we were just talking about with the trailer situation, and even with purchasing this house. This is a long game plan. The house, I think, this area in Loris is growing. We just talked to a couple people that know what's going on in this town, and they said that some big things are coming. And that's why we bought a lot of property on Main Street. We think in 10 to 15 years, it will be worth a lot more than what we paid for it. So we're always thinking ahead, trying to figure out, this guy's headless. He's not thinking ahead. He ain't got one. So, but that's how we're thinking nowadays. Just thinking, okay, what's it look like in 10 years instead of 10 minutes? Because I used to be the person that always thought about the 10 minutes. Now I'm thinking, okay, what happens in 10 years? I think we got all the pieces, folks. Oh, this is super awesome. I don't think it matters as long as they're opposite. I think they have to be opposite, right? Like the king and queen are opposite. They don't run. Because I know for a fact that a lot of times if you move him, they'll be already in check. But I'll look that up real quick. All right, we have the chessboard set up. How well did I do? No, actually, I'm wrong. The king and king are lined up exactly right. Then you have the rook, the bishop, the knight, then the bishop. We have that backwards here. So the knight goes here, the bishop goes there, this goes here, like that. And then this goes over here like this. And then this one goes over here like that. There you go. And then the king, now does it matter? The kings are on this side. So you move like this and like that. Pretty cool. I really like this this little gaming table, but it is for sale. I'm going to put up on Facebook Marketplace. Sure, the right furniture, we are finding out, is very expensive. Like very, very, very expensive. Some of these chairs that we found in this unit can sell for as high as like $200 to $300 a piece. Like the ones that look like this with the arms. So definitely some really cool stuff. We're going to go ahead and end it here. I edit this video. Kayla's outside letting Willow run around for a while. Then I'm gonna go ahead and throw some steaks on the grill. We've been up super early doing that storage unit. I think it's around 6 o'clock right now. So the rest of the night we can just relax. I do appreciate everybody watching. Remember, if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next one.